So here we have succeeding at the piano, the why and the how. Now we're going to cover concepts numbers 5 through 7. So this is theory, ear training, and composition activities. These skills are all found in the Succeeding at the Piano theory and activity books. So that is the third book of the trio of books. You have the lesson and technique book, the recital book, and then the theory and activity book. Having students use the theory and activity book is essential for their well-rounded musical education. Actually, starting in grade 4 of the method, there are things called quick analysis assignments so that students learn how to analyze chords and phrasing in their music. So that happens in grade 4. Of course, it happens sooner than that, but in grade 4, there are specific assignments called quick analysis. Oral skills or ear training. In the lesson and recital books, the musicality girl appears all the time to remind students what to listen for and what to observe. Students learn how to listen to intervals and how to sing them in the theory and activity books. And you'll notice that I use the same well-known songs for every interval, and I add more intervals as the students learn them in their lesson books. Students learning these skills will be able to correct mistakes if they occur. I suggest that students use at the same time the Right Play and Hear Your Theory Every Day series that's in the FJH Pianist curriculum, because there is so much valuable ear training in that series. So in the theory and activity book, there is a little follow the leader activity. There is parrot play. And then the musicality girl is throughout the theory book as well for overall ear training. Composition activities start very, very small and then grow into sizable assignments in grades 3, 4, and 5. They are called time to compose activities. And the composition activities always review a new concept that is taught in the lesson books. Obviously, students will learn new concepts better if they also compose pieces based on those concepts. So please enjoy the theory, ear training, and composition activities throughout Succeeding at the Piano. The number 8 concept of Succeeding at the Piano is students learn about classical composers throughout the method in a fun and engaging way. They see pictures of the composers, they learn about their lives, and they play music about them. And there are also classical pieces in their original form. The friendly icons of master composers all throughout all of the levels help your students learn musical and technical concepts. Examples of some of the music, my goodness, there's one called Mozart and His Sister, so students learn about Nannerl, Mozart's older sister. They play a wonderful little Haydn concerto. They play so many different pieces. And you'll notice in my listening list on the YouTube channel, just an entirely long listening list of classical and folk music that students can learn that are from Succeeding at the Piano. Some other things that are really exciting about Succeeding at the Piano is that every technique page is guided by a master composer that makes students want to learn their technique every week. And they learn different time periods and stylistic traits of the different eras. There's also a Composer's Hall of Fame at the end of every theory book, and the student reviews the composers they have played and learned throughout that particular level of the method. So what a great way to reinforce music history. There are friendly icons of master composers, as I was telling you about before, and they help your students learn musical and technical concepts. The number 9 concept of Succeeding at the Piano is the attention to how students should practice. We definitely want our students to learn how to practice efficiently and effectively. We all know that if students are not practicing well, they will waste time during their practice sessions at home and waste our teachers' time during the lesson. These practice strategies, if followed, will serve your students incredibly well. So some really good examples of excellent practice strategies are found in every level, and like all the other areas of study, are reinforced repeatedly so that students remember them. Prevention is far better than correction. One concept that is very important in learning how to play the piano well is sight reading. I chose to keep this skill separate from the piano method because it is so important and needs time at the lesson as well as every day to practice it well. Therefore, I always use from the FJH Pianist curriculum sight reading and rhythm every day. There are 14 books to this series, and it is a most excellent way to have students learn how to read well. I will provide the link for this excellent series collaborated on with Dr. Kevin Olson below. So please enjoy succeeding at the piano, and of course, let me know how well your students are enjoying it.